Hello, Mustang parents and guardians. Welcome to Honors Biology. My name is Mrs. Blanchard, and just a little bit about myself. I've been teaching at Walnut for 4 years now and teaching as a whole for 5 years. My husband, Corbin, is also a teacher, so we have been tackling distance learning together. It's been very nice to have someone else in the house who understands the difficulties and have that support system. We also get to problem solve quite a bit together with technical difficulties and lesson planning. We have a wonderful, almost 2-year-old daughter named Frankie who is full of life and brings us joy every day. Course description for biology, I want you to think of it as your students really starting to understand the life that is around them. We go from the most microscopic level all the way up to really macro levels of understanding ecosystems. We want students to step away from biology, understanding patterns, cause and effect, scale, systems, energy transfers, how structures can influence function, and then also just to understand their role on planet Earth and how stability and change can change in science. Recommended supplies for distance learning would be a computer with internet access, a functioning camera, microphone, and speaker. I've had no problems so far, but if you have any issues with finding a device, please let the district office know. Headphones with a microphone are recommended. I find that students are able to kind of block out background noise if they're in a home where other people are distance learning or there might be some foot traffic nearby. Microphones really help students speak more clearly or be heard more clearly by their peers and teachers. Most cell phones come with a set of headphones that can be used on the computer. I use my iPhone headphones every day during class because I find my microphone near my mouth picks up my audio much better. Their textbook, which they should have a textbook at home that they picked up this summer. A little bit about my class procedures. We use Zoom every day to do our live meetings. All assignments are posted on Google Classroom. These are just a few notable websites that I've been using and find very engaging for students. Students have been using Flipgrid, where I ask them to record short videos of lab results or interviews or demonstrations that they can do at home. Pear Deck is a way that I can present lectures to students and have them interact by answering questions. This allows me to give them live feedback and to make sure that they're really paying attention. Edpuzzle is a really wonderful website that I can use to pre-record my lectures and post them where students are required to watch the entire thing and ask questions throughout the Edpuzzle. I do all my lectures in this way, so if students ever miss class, they can access my lectures through Google Classroom and Edpuzzle. I'm also asking that all students go on Remind. Remind is an app that I can use to communicate with students that does not rely on internet access, but can be used through their cell phone data. This would be helpful if your child is having internet issues or technical difficulties. They can let me know real time that they might need some support. When we are not on our live Zoom call and it's still class time, students have in-class assignments they're supposed to be working on. This is typically going to be in the format of an Edpuzzle, Flipgrid, or virtual lab. So make sure if your child is supposed to be in Bio Honors and isn't on a Zoom call that they're working on something. Just some notable things that have come up while distance learning. I've noticed that students have adapted and are learning our new routines very, very quickly. I have not had many issues, if at all, with any students accessing materials or getting onto our Zoom calls. Their digital citizenship has been outstanding. I was really nervous about students not participating or potentially not being in an appropriate setting when they're entering their Zoom calls, and I've had 0 issues so far. Class participation and the quality of their work has also been really great. I was worried also that students might struggle to participate since they are mostly muted during class. But when I randomly call on students, they're always more than willing to unmute and communicate. And many of our students in Bio Honors are even volunteering to share answers. I also wanted to share with you through one of our very first assignments in the first week of school, many students shared that they wanted to work on their time management. I'm still trying to problem solve and come up with ways outside of just having timely due dates to keep students on task and not procrastinating. I know that their schedules through distance learning can kind of get muddled, and I want to work with them on how we can set good routines and habits even while at home. My grading policy, and this stands the same for all bio honors classes, 25% of their grade will be labs and projects, 55% will be tests and quizzes, their final is worth 10% of their grade, and our homework and classwork is also worth 10% of their grade. If you have any questions regarding our class structures, please give me an email. My email address is listed here. It's eblanchard@wvusd.org. Questions, comments, concerns, I can be reached here at all times, and I will promise to get back to you within 24 hours. You can also have your child ask me a question on Remind if you want a more immediate response. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to getting to know you and your child.